Hello everyone. So I'm here for Baller Wives Season 1 Episode 2. Now before we get into this review, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, make sure your notifications are on. And like always, I always say, if you come over here, you part of the fam. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button like I always said. And just don't be leaving no negative comments down in the comments towards me or anybody else. Now y'all, I was a little hesitant about like watching and reviewing this show. So I was like, is it gonna be like another Basketball Wives? But this is like Basketball Wives on steroids. Like these girls are something and something else. I didn't get to catch episode 1, but I'm just going to say it was a lot because we're ushering in where we left off at, and we're trying to figure out if Stacy. Now I'm new to. I don't know all the girls' names yet. So, Geneva blurts out that Stacy slept with her husband. Now, Stacy takes offense for this, was like, no, I didn't. But Geneva's like, yeah, it happened years ago. I think it was before they got married, but nonetheless, you slept with my husband. And some reason, Carmina, she just couldn't take it no more, and she decides to throw a water at a very pregnant Stacy. Now, Stacy and her homegirls feel like you wrong for throwing a drink at this very pregnant girl. It's not like she's like 6 weeks pregnant and nobody knows. She is like fully pregnant. But then you have to look on the other hand, why is this very pregnant woman over here arguing with people? We walk away about this. So like, it's like one group was like, well, she shouldn't even know for talking all that crap. And the other group was like, she's pregnant, you shouldn't throw drinks at her. But Carmina, I'm assuming she is the nice one and wants everybody to get along. But her breaking point was when Stacy said something about Geneva's mom who had passed away. And that was the night, that was the last straw, and she just ticked. And like they was all surprised, like, oh my goodness, it was out of everybody, it was Carmina that threw the drink. Really? Then we have Kiafa. She's pregnant. That's what she wanted the whole event to be about. This, showcase my pregnancy. Then this happened and they left. But this is a high risk pregnancy. Last time she was pregnant was 9 years ago, and her uterus had ruptured, and the doctor told her, if you get pregnant again, it's going to be high risk. You could die. So you might not want to get pregnant. So she hasn't got pregnant all this time, and now she's pregnant, and it's like, now she really has to be stress-free, but it's kind of hard with the group of ladies she's around, mainly Stacy and MIKO, but we gonna get to them in a little bit. But the doctor lets her know, if at any time you in some type of stressful situation, I'm gonna need you to call Geneva or one of your other friends and get you out of there. It's like he knows the people that she hanging around with, or at some point they meet up because of they baller wives. If you in that kind of setting, get Geneva and your homegirls to get you up out of here, so you could be stress free. It's like, I know your friends and the people you hang around with and are associated with that be in your circle, but y'all not really friends, so stay away from those people. That's what I got out of it, what the doctor said. Where were we? So Stacy doesn't want a baby shower because baby showers are boring. She don't want to play what's in the diaper. She don't want to play don't say babe, the name baby. It's just boring and stupid to her. So they have like a brunch, but we gonna give you like presents for the baby. And some girl, what is her name? Kativa or something like that, decides, I want to open my presents now, and I'm going to give you these spiritual healing rocks that you're going to put on the baby. Now what I took from that is, you a whole lot of wrong, and I don't want that to rub off on the baby, so I'm going to need to get all that negative energy on you and let it seep into the rock so it don't get on the baby. That's what I got out of it. I don't know if you else got out of it, but that's what I got out of it. And the other lady was looking like, you want me to put this hard, sharp rock on the baby? I'm going to need you to sit down somewhere. So, we're on a boat. Now, what happens on a boat when we're on a reality show? Drama, of course. So, we have Emily. She doesn't like Crystal because Crystal slept with her man. Now, she doesn't go into say who this man is, which makes me believe that they were, and he was telling her they were official, but he was just sleeping with her, that they weren't official. you know, nowadays is if we ain't on Instagram together, and I am not claiming you on Instagram, then we not together. So I'm thinking it was like we together, like when we together, but when we not, we not. That's what I got out of it. And she feels that if I'm in love with somebody and you sleep with them, you are the enemy. But I'm thinking, if she doesn't know about you, she's not a homewrecker, and how is she your enemy? I want to know that. Ooh, I done went too far. Okay, here we go. Crystal's whole thing is, I'm sorry, but I have to look at my notes, otherwise my green screen is not going to work right. So, y'all just go along with me. If y'all new to my channel, this is how I do it. So, Crystal's whole thing is, I'm not a homewrecker because I didn't know about you, and you saying that I called your baby a hush baby. Now, the hush baby is you have a baby by somebody, but they give you some hush money, so the rest of the world doesn't know. But she's like, if it's everybody know, how's it a hush baby? She's like, I don't know your baby, so therefore I cannot talk about your baby. So, could keep Mike Vic's wife, I cannot say her name right. Kahiva. I'm sorry, but I cannot pronounce her name. Mike, we're gonna say Miss Vic, okay? Until I can get her name right. She's like, look here. We not finna do all this. Y'all agree to disagree. You didn't know you was with him. You didn't know she was with him. You didn't know he was with her. Okay? You ain't say nothing about it, baby. Okay, squash. But oh no, now we have to bring up some other issues because we have MIKO mad at Aja. Now, this is where I was like, MIKO, you doing too much, because MIKO says that Aja's son is always in, you know, getting time out at school, and MIKO's son didn't beat up Aja's son multiple times. But I'm thinking, if her child was in timeout, they would have told her. They wouldn't, you know, wasn't just like it was going on in the class and anybody said that. No, you in timeout. They gonna call you, or they gonna send a note home with your child. And it's the kids fighting. They 5 years old. 5-year-olds fight, and then doggone 10 minutes later they're playing. So like, you made it seem like the way she was talking about, like, these were some 16 and 17, not no 16 because they in timeout, but like these were some kids that like throwing blows. These were 5 and 6-year-olds. One of them probably pushed the other one, and it was like a fight. But then it was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push you, but you was playing with my teddy bear. Okay, we friends again, and it's bam like that. Miko's talking about some, she tells her son a lot. She basically tells him what's going on in grown folks' business, like how she don't like Aja because Aja's husband did 7 and 3rd. Aja's thing is, I don't discuss with my 5-year-old son what's going on in grown folks' business. I'm like, why are you discussing grown folks' business with a 5-year-old? Because it seems like that you're implanting stuff in his head to make him not like them. And that's why I didn't like. I know everybody has their own parenting skills, but some stuff should not be, you know, a child shouldn't be knowing what's going on in grown folks' business. Mainly how, I don't like this one person's mommy. How do you feel about that? Because she gets to talking to her son a little bit later on, and she's like, well, I don't know. I don't like such and such as mommy. Do you still want to be his friend? Are you sure? It's like she's trying to implant in him, I don't like that mama, so you don't like the child. And I really did not care for that at all. It was like, So, Aisha goes home and tells her husband what went on. And his whole thing was, and he didn't dog MIKO. He just basically said that I didn't think she was all that well of a journalist or whatever it is they do, and I wasn't about getting her fired. My whole mission at work is do my job and get paid every other Friday. Other than that, I don't care what's going on at the job. You know, as long as I'm getting my check, I'm not trying to get nobody else fired. I'm just doing my job. Her cup of tea and my cup of tea are 2 different things. Her approach is different from mine. And that's all I got to say about it. And I'm glad he didn't dog her. He didn't go on like, man, she the worst thing. She in the locker doing this. I ain't about that stuff. No, he just said that she did some things that I wouldn't do. And I'm just all about getting my check. And I was like, okay, I can see that. Then he was talking about our kids fighting. They 6 years old. Like, 6-year-olds. My nephews are 8 and 10. I was visiting them a few months ago, and they were fighting, like mad at each other, fighting, and then, like, no lie, 10 minutes later, they sitting there laughing and hugging like nothing happened. I'm like, what? But then I have to remember, these are little boys. They're going to fight and then make up, and then fight and make up. This is what kids do. It's when the parents get involved that makes it wrong. So, I'm just thinking MIKO's anger towards Shani is, you know, blinding her judgment towards Aja and Aja's husband, because she still feels that Aja's husband is the reason why she got fired 2 years ago, so she's still holding this grudge. So that was basically the whole episode. I'm finding that MIKO is a lot. Kiafa, that's her name. It came to me all like, but MIKO, she seems like a lot, and I don't necessarily agree on her parenting skills, but that's her child and she has to raise him the way she wants to. But I don't think you should be bringing in your issues that you have with another child's father into your child, and kind of almost trying to bring your child over into like not liking their child because you don't like them. So that was the just and when known. Aja, she was having this open house, and she invited MIKO. MIKO came, and MIKO's thing was still about this, you know, your husband did this, I want him to apologize for what he said, I want him to apologize for getting me fired. But then they get to discussing about their parenting skills, and she was like, you were basically saying that my child is bad and my child gets beat up on a regular basis, when that is not true, and I don't agree you talking to my child about that. It was a lot, but like, I do like it better than I did Basketball Wives, because Basketball Wives last season was so draining. And we was talking about, and I know I'm talking about it right now, but we was talking, the whole season was about somebody who was not on the show. And that is sad. So that was the gist that went on. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.